So this book is really interesting, also if the title is not really correct. It says Forgotten Talents, Chess Players Lost in the Labyrinth of Life. The book tries to portray a lot of different players, okay? Here you can read the list, but some of them are kind of famous, like Kieseritzky, I don't know if I pronounce it well, sorry. He is famous because of the Immortal with Andersen. This von Kolisch, I think he had some books published in on Basford, no, not Basford, the other, Macfarlane. So you see, they are kind of all famous. Duras, the same. Esteban Canal, maybe in English is not famous, but in Italian he is. I have 2 books of him, and he was a famous chess player for Italy because he was an international master. He had good results, he had a lot of students, and here, sorry, let's go near, let's see if we can do it. Also here, Albin Planich, you have biographies on him. Rashid Nezmedinov, he has books published on him. So clearly, these are not chess players that are really forgotten or unknown. However, I find the book very readable, very nice, and it's something that you can have, you should have, because it tells you something about these players. So if you don't want to buy a biography about them, clearly this is the book you must have. And there are some games, mostly unannotated, for each of them. So again, you should, just for educating yourself, over 200 years of history, chess history, this is the book to have. And now I would like to present you some of the games from some of the chapters, and I hope you will enjoy them as much as I did. The first player I would like to present you is this Serafino Dubois. Honestly, Serafino is an Italian name, but Dubois is a French name. And it seems this guy was born in Rome in 1817. So this is kind of very interesting to have someone born in 1817. What I'm going to show you is a game against Steinitz, the 4th world champion. So Steinitz is white, Dubois is black. This is a match played in London in 1862. The opening is the Evans Gambit decline. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop C4, bishop C5, and B4, the Evans Gambit. Bishop B6 declines the Evans Gambit, it doesn't take. B5, knight A5, knight takes E5, now is obviously attacking here, knight H6, D4, D6, bishop takes H6 because obviously he wants to remove the defender of F7, he takes E5, bishop takes G7, queen G5. Oops. This is a very interesting move if you think about it, but imagine how many pieces are M3, right? The knight A5 can take the C4 bishop. The bishop on G7 can take the H8 rook. The queen on G5 is attacking the pawn on G2 and the pawn on the bishop on G7. This is attacking this. I mean, this game is a mess. Clearly, is typical of this romantic period, and I don't know how they were doing if someone would play d4. They probably would bring the pawn back and play e4 and tell them, no, you can only play this. Okay, let's see. Bishop takes h8, knight takes c4, castle. This is a little crazy as a move because he can play bishop h3, but of course at the moment is protected by queen here, but then he can castle. I don't know, let's see what happens, okay? So after castle, bishop g4, bishop f6, queen g6, queen d3, queen takes f6, queen takes e4, and castle long side, obviously. D takes e5, queen takes e5, knight a3, bishop e6, queen e2, queen c3, queen f3, queen takes f3, obviously, yeah, g takes f3, and now bishop c5, knight b1, and bishop h3. It's the last move of the game. Very, very interesting. Okay. So why this is the last move? Notice this is 20 moves, okay? 20 moves. Why this is the last move of the game? Obviously this game is not annotated, but the logic is the following. If you want to save this, you move it, but if you move it, not good, right? So, but also if you don't want to save it, you have a problem. Let's say that you play this and you don't care about saving it. Check, 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 mate, okay? So unfortunately you cannot avoid the checkmate here, and the same would be if instead of playing knight bd2 you play rook e1, check. He cannot go here because of this, so he goes here, check, tack, and you can play for the checkmate also in this case, because after this there can be this. So it's over, it's over. Or let's see. He plays that, okay? So check. He cannot go here, he goes here. At that point you play this and the game is over. Right? Because if he tries this, it's checkmate. So instead of check like I was giving, this is the move that makes it over. I hope you enjoyed this game. Let's see another chapter of this book.